I feel like these are things you should not be saying as the sessions start.
Do you know how hard it is to stack children?
Talking about totally normal things.
I know, the childhood.
Guys, it's raining outside. Weather.
How about the
Hope it doesn't
Cowboys?
leak into the secret basement.
The secret basement. Stop.
There's kids down there.
That's the childhood.
Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. I don't have Roll20 on the screen. Give me 1 second to put that on the
Epic
screen.
fail.
There it is.
Out of
Joined,
practice.
as always, by my good friends, Chris, playing the noir detective, human, inquisitive, rogue, Mannix.
Hello.
Heather playing the wickedly silent but deadly half-drow rogue, assassin rogue. God damn it.
Rogue assassin rogue?
You have too many things. Rochelle playing the popular and charismatic Triton Bard of Whispers, Gillian.
Hello.
Raymond playing naive but lovable. That's not Raymond. Turtle Battle Master Fighter George. Hello, George.
Hola!
Part of Raymond we played by his wife. And Reese playing the undead-hating, animal-loving hill dwarf druid of the moon, Theron.
My wife better never play me.
We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening and catch up on previous episodes on my YouTube page, as well as read weekly session write-ups at roguewatson.com. Watch my behind-the-scenes No Players Allowed live series, Crafting Annihilation, on Thursday mornings. If you'd like to support my channel, go to patreon.com/roguewatson. Shoutouts to platinum patrons Andrew, Brian, Richard, and Joe, and gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Charming Grenade, and Pretty Boy and Yuma. Thank you all for your support. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net. For streaming, I use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs. Previously on Tomb of Annihilation. By the way,
is that growing? It seems like that's
sure fucking feels like it. It has been
It's getting more rhythmic too as you
right?
memorize it.
I'm getting into it. Yeah.
You can set it to music eventually.
Oh man, that's a great idea. I'm gonna rap our intro every time now.
Why? Why, Christopher?
My name is Eric, and I'm here to say hello, Streamlabs in a major way.
I quit D&D.
Oh, yes.
Why is everyone unsubscribed? No, come back. Just for everyone watching, like later on down the road, it has been a solid week. We took a week off, so it's been 2 weeks since we actually played Tomb of Annihilation. So we're all coming back off of the Thanksgiving holiday break here in the U.S. Everybody had good times, I presume. Good family times.
It was very good. I'm glad it's over.
There you go.
That's right.
That probably speaks for all of us, I think. So yeah, it has been 2 weeks since we played, but we are jumping back into it now. Previously on Tomb of Annihilation, our heroes opted to camp in the ruins of Camp Righteous in the hopes of waiting out the maladies afflicting Kaless and the Tabaxi. During the night, a small humanoid figure crept into the camp and unmoored one of their rafts. While George roused everyone, the little axebeak that Mannix had befriended began squawking in alarm. Within a few minutes, half a dozen angry adult axebeaks crashed through the jungle, attacking anyone in their way. The party fought them until they began to retreat, thanks to Mannix throwing the young axebeak away from them. The party did take some vicious wounds, but in turn they were able to kill and cook 2 of the giant birds before they left.
Right.
The party then retrieved the canoe, and after another day of rest, Kaless finally snapped out of her stupor. The Tabaxi, it seemed, would need a bit more time, however. The party decided to tackle the ominous giant statue shrine depicting a crocodile on a man's shoulders. Annette told them the story of man and crocodile, but wasn't sure of its significance. The party left her, the Tabaxi, and Azaka outside while they ventured in. The shrine was a gauntlet of terrifying traps and puzzles. George fell down a pit at the entrance. Kaless and Mannix triggered blades slicing out of the ceiling just beyond. Theron wild-shaped into a giant spider and swooped in to put George on his spider's shoulders. They were able to move along the walls unimpeded and saw a floor puzzle up ahead. Using George's eyes to decipher the puzzle solution on the far door, Mannix navigated the puzzle one step at a time. George's eyes failed him for the last square, and Mannix took a guess. He guessed wrong. Flames shot out of the walls, and Mannix was burned to a crisp.
Everything went to hell.
Theron once again swooped down via spider silk to medevac Mannix to safety, though the ceiling blades would nearly end his form and Gillian's. Theron, you can earn inspiration for using your spider in very inventive, very useful ways throughout this dungeon.
Thank you.
George, riding on Theron, hadn't triggered the traps before, but Theron cradling Mannix did. Why? Gillian figured out that if they emulate man and crocodile, literally one on top of another's shoulders, they wouldn't trigger the traps. Gillian, you can earn inspiration for putting that together.
I did that? No.
Sure did.
I'm impressed.
And I got mad when you told me.
I had to go through the tape to
this
see.
very
Yeah,
well.
he was mad. The shrine wasn't exactly a cakewalk after that. They figured out the door code, and once inside, tried to climb the winding spiral stairs to the top of a pedestal. Even with using a grappling hook for added safety, both Undril and Mannix fell off. Theron then used his spider form to climb the ceiling, while a riding Kaless grabbed their very hard-fought prizes: a jar of healing ointment and gloves of climbing and swimming. Though the back room was littered with bones and the shrine itself was nigh impenetrable thanks to all the traps. I don't know why I started the sentence with though. The party decided to bed down here for a much-needed long rest, their first since leaving the town of Port Nyanzaru.
I wouldn't have noticed it.
So, you all are still in Camp Righteous. You have taken a long rest for the first time in several sessions.
Yeah.
Technically, it's my second.
Yeah.
Right. You've been long resting.
You've actually been
2
sleeping quite
days.
a bit.
Yeah.
Why? I don't remember. Why
She
did you-
had that monkey
I
mist.
failed my.
Oh, yeah,
Same.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
that was one of the sessions I was not here for. I remember that now.
Yeah, so you straight up a full 8 hours have passed, night and everything, and you guys have awoken inside here. We presume you shut the door and made yourselves all nice and comfortable amidst the bones and traps of this area. You do find that you literally don't have to like sleep shoulder on shoulder. It seems like this, as long as you're not near the stairs, it seems like you're allowed to just mingle about in this room at least,
Okay.
without having to be literally on top of one another. That would make
Yeah.
some awkward sleeping. Chat, yes,
Yeah,
Mannix
yeah.
did jack up his arm. He is permanently has a like burned.
Oh, no.
Fuck.
God
up
damn
arm.
you,
It's-
Jet.
Thanks,
I
Jet.
would have forgotten. We would have moved on.
You keep reminding me. Yes, he is a burned arm, which is a lingering
wrote it.
injury that
Where
we
did I-
have.
Freak of nature now.
Yep, he's hideous.
Where did I write that down at?
More hideous.
Mangled arm. There we go. It's charred now, isn't it? Yeah,
Char.
As soon as we get back to civilization, he is joining the circus.
that's right. It's burned arm, man. Isn't it terrifying?
That's not that terrifying.
Don't stare at children.
Ooh.
He'll never play the piano again.
No.
Well, I couldn't before.
Gasp in
So
horror.
I can't hold two different objects or two-handed objects. Okay.
He can't make two-handed shadow puppets.
My
Oh!
everything from my elbow
Please
up
stop.
is just in constant pain, and now Mannix is even angrier at everyone than he was
At the
before.
beginning of his descent into villainy. I'm angry all the time.
I have disadvantage on strength checks involving my hand.
Let's be honest, strength was never going to be.
I was never gonna make strength checks if I could avoid it anyway.
But now you make all of them except for your hand.
Yep. Who wants these gloves? Mannix
Do you want to
Mannix
keep one of
tries
them?
to put on the gloves and screams in pain as he puts it over his charred hand.
So just to
Throws it the
remind,
ground.
yeah, you guys got 2 magic items, although one of them is not an equipable item. Where are my magic items?
I took the ointment. I'm gonna spray it over my burned hand every day.
So the ointment has 4 doses, and each dose heals 2d8 plus 2, as well as cures poison and disease. It does cost an action to actually apply it. And then the other magic item is the gloves of swimming and climbing. It does require attunement, but climbing and swimming does not cost you extra movement. and you gain, which basically means you have a, well, you know, I guess you don't technically have a climbing, but that kind of gives you a swimming speed, sort of. And you gain a +5 bonus to athletics checks made to climb or swim. Which, whoever has it, you can go ahead and have the attunement as if you did it this long rest.
Who should take it?
I mean, I
probably
better.
should
I have
go
no
to
other way to
somebody
climb
other
walls.
than.
Yeah, you do. What were you saying, Gillian?
It probably should go to somebody other than me and the turtle, who already have.
But the turtle doesn't.
I don't have
No?
swim speed.
Oh, I
No.
was thinking you do.
He
He
can
can just hold his
breathe.
breath for a long
He
time.
can breathe underwater for like an hour or something. Or no, he can't.
That's
he just holds
a-
his breath. Yeah.
Yeah.
Common
A
misconception.
common misconception. He's constantly having to correct people about that too.
I don't actually swim
Yeah.
well. So maybe the turtle should have it, so he
Not
can
all
go
turtles are good
underwater
swimmers.
and
God.
All right, I'll take it.
yeah, turtle will take it.
You don't swim well?
He does not.
Turtle slightly better climbing and swimming. All right.
Sorry, I have to memorize all this right now. It's +5 athletics, +5
It's-
swim speed.
Here,
No.
you can enter. Are you seeing this when I click show to players?
No, I'm on my phone. I gotta memorize everything that happened.
Here,
Long
I'll copy and paste it in the chat.
Oh, that sounds good.
I just now realized you're not.
I'll get
on
up there.
20.
I'll go upstairs.
There you go.
Let the man.
I
spend
copy
some
and pasted
time
it into
with
the
his
chat,
wife.
and I still don't understand that you can't see that either.
He's only on Discord.
He's only on Discord, yeah. Yeah, it gives you +5 to athletics checks made to climb or swim, and climbing and swimming does not cost you extra movement. And requires attunement. Awesome, climbing and swimming.
All right, I guess we're ready to leave. This place is. I assume the magic hasn't actually stopped in this place, though, and we're gonna have to go out piggybacked.
You can assume
I don't
whatever you
know,
want,
let's
baby.
What could go wrong? Go check.
I'm not going. This place already took me out once. I'm not doing it again. I will have somebody on my back or be on somebody's back.
Who's taking the ointment?
I took the element.
Ah.
I've got it.
Little good that'll do you.
Yeah, exactly.
Let
I
our
get
weakest
burned
person
alive
who's the
next.
first to go down take our What could go wrong?
All right, I'll spider climb on Mannix's back.
Okay. We got 6 in here, so I think we should be all good to pair up and just leave piggybacked, everybody.
Okay.
I do make it a point though to like accidentally flick his arm.
Oh god, the pain!
His injured arm. This is a reminder of your failures. Now, I do need to remind you, there are 7-foot ledges, 2 of them. So I'm curious to know how you guys plan on maneuvering down them, I guess, while still staying on one another's shoulders. There's one ledge here leading down to the floor puzzle, and the floor puzzle one has one leading down to the hallway with the ceiling blades.
Well, I would say that what should probably happen is George should go last, and he should hold a rope for those of us who aren't George and whoever's on his back. Because George gets +5 to climb down. Now. So presumably George can climb all over this place and be just fine. Right, George?
Presumably.
So if he holds a rope and lets us, the first 2 pairs go down, and then he can just climb down naturally. I would think that'd probably be a safe way.
Well, there'll be one person by themselves in the bottom.
Well,
Somebody will be on somebody's shoulders for each pair that goes down, and then somebody will be on George's shoulders.
in theory, you just kind of have to be like touching each other's shoulders. So long as like as you're coming down, like your feet just kind of stay on until that person hits the ground, and then you fall down on top of them. It should be fine.
Oh, so we're experts on the technicality. Excellent.
I'm not doing that. Someone's staying on my shoulders.
Panic supplies glue.
But I know we're Theron. We do have an extra person. We do have 6. What's her name?
Yes, I know.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking.
Replenish her spell slots, don't I?
I was thinking George was going to be at the top, lowering people down by himself.
Oh no, you keep one person with him. I guess. Yeah. And then climb down with somebody on his back.
So let's just say we make it out of this thing alive.
Let's say that.
Keep this adventure going.
Man, that sure was a crazy exit.
Cut 2.
All right, so you guys are. George is lowering a rope down,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest of you are using that rope to go down.
Yep, in pairs.
Okay.
Or 4 of us are. One person staying up with George.
Okay, who's staying with George?
Who's dying?
We'll say Undril.
Who wants to draw
Who's got
straws?
Who's got the best strength scores for all this climbing we're about to do? My strength is.
Everybody
No.
flex at once.
I've got a +0.
I have a +1.
You guys are not the strongest party, I'll give you that.
Okay,
Also
so
+1.
okay,
Under
so the
shrugs.
ladies will be the carriers. What is Undril's?
+6.
She's a half orc, but she looks like she has spent a lot of time in not lifting weights. I'll say that.
Failure, orc, heritage.
She glares at you.
All right, well then the ladies are the carriers. And then George will carry somebody.
Yeah,
Okay.
what could go wrong?
Yep.
You all can make it down. I'll probably have George just roll a check since he's going down without the rope, without somebody holding the rope for him. And then when you guys actually reach the blades, obviously you're on each other's shoulders for that. And then the pit trap is actually reset over the night. So it is no longer a pit; it is just a regular floor. And when you step on that, as long as you're on each other's shoulders, that seems to not drop into a pit.
Oh, right. It won't go off. Okay.
Yeah. So, George, give me a athletics check, please.
Can I take a rain check?
You'll have to roll for George. He's not as his computer.
Oh, yeah. I will do that for you.
Roll good.
Yes, sir.
And you get +5.
Yeah,
assume
you
you're
get
climbing.
+5. All right, so I'm going to roll this and we'll apply +5 to it.
17.
All right, 17. You feel the magic of those gloves hold you to that wall, and you are able to stay on as you cross down. I'll make that for both the rolls. It'll be fine. All right, so you guys can make it outside. There are the last bit of cobwebs here. You guys can go ahead and move your. I'm not gonna fuck you up. You can roll. You can move your guys.
Oh, okay. Fire explodes.
Yeah.
Everyone's afraid to move.
Yep. Respectively so.
Oh.
I understand.
We're still locked in the dungeon though.
Yes, so there is still that cobweb
Oh, okay.
right there at the front. I believe that was the one that we didn't actually dismantle.
Okay.
How did we get past it?
You can brush it out of the way.
Yeah.
Unless you're happier with the cobwebs, in which case.
I'll just use my sword and move it out of the way.
Alright.
What the hell is that? Alright, I put it back.
Uh-oh.
As you exit the
Oh.
shrine. Yeah.
I step back behind people.
Nope, this is where you are. As you exit the shrine, you see a small army of goblins in brightly painted animal masks that look vaguely insectoid. Their weapons are drawn. They've got these curved swords. On the beach beyond, you see no signs of any of the canoes nor Azaka.
No.
Towards the larger tent in the south, you see several goblins have blades pointed at Inet, who stands protectively in the doorway, but currently has her hands up in a classic surrender position. One of the goblins is a bit taller than the others, with a more elaborately decorated mask, and speaks in broken common as he barks at you. You have treasure from shrine! You give to Yaga! Tribute to Iron God! Give it now, or we kill you all!
And yes, it's actually funnier when you hear it in stereo, by the way.
Coming from upstairs.
Theron's going to ask if they would take anything else in compensation.
You give the treasure! We know there's treasure in that shrine!
Well, actually, Theron wouldn't do that. Never mind. I was going to say, show him a bunch of gold, but I don't think Theron would do that.
I am looking through my inventory to see if there's anything I can pretend is magical treasure.
I still have that jar of alchemist fire.
Throw it at them.
I thought you used that at Fort Belwarian.
No, I used the candles. I don't know, it's still in my thing, so somehow it now made it into my weapon stash.
The never-ending vial of alchemist fire.
I have a glass jar of lard or something. Whatever.
Well, okay.
The-
You got that. I mean, I don't know if these items were ever going to be important, but I don't. Maddox doesn't give a shit about his vest with 100 pockets either. So.
Does any of those pockets have a new arm inside?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's griffin grease is what it is. It's a glass jar containing something labeled griffin grease. It's hard to, yeah.
Okay, Mannix
Lard.
will hand the you got that jar of grease. He'll hand the vest with 100 tiny pockets in it to Gillian, and he'll say, "Convince him these are magical somehow." Maybe we can from the back line, when they're looking at these items, we can do some spell effects to make them convince them that these are magical or something.
Like casting friends on him. Would you say this creature is hostile towards us?
He's not currently attacking you, but he's certainly doesn't appear to, want to have brunch or anything. He's he seems pretty agitated.
Doesn't friends make them hostile afterward?
Afterward, but
Okay.
I mean, if it's enough for us to get out of here, it
That's a
lasts
problem for a future party.
How long does it last?
a minute.
I feel like that's enough time for us to get in position to kill them. Probably not enough time for us to get out of here.
Okay.
But if we can just convince them these things are magical, you
Right,
guys have
I hear what you're saying. I mean,
prestidigitation or some garbage like that.
I can create or destroy water.
Make some water pop out of the pockets.
I have the. Oh yeah, I thought I had the druid craft.
Okay, yeah. Well, give them these two items. You make some fucking smoke come out of the vests or whatever.
I'm gonna cast light on my lard too. I've got
There
light.
you go.
And then
Magical light up lard.
And make it like a cool color, right? Because I think you can
Honest
choose
gift
any
this Christmas.
color.
It's a disco ball of flour.
Yep. Yeah, do all that and give those to him.
Mannix is rubbing his hands feverishly. Do the things! Do the things! Do all the things!
Can I make a throwing motion and cast the dancing lights out there so that way they think I threw the dancing lights at them?
Maybe make them think that one of the pockets makes dancing lights come out of it or something.
Yeah, there you go.
When they're looking at it,
I can set it on fire.
set him on fire. Magical.
Druidcraft lets you set things on fire? That seems antithetical to what druids do.
I can light or snuff out a candle, torch, or small campfire.
Oh.
So
I feel like a tiny, harmless sensory effect would probably work on these goblins. Convince them that something's magical.
Yes, yeah, I can do like a sensory effect that's going to predict the weather, but they don't know that.
Right. All right, Gillian, you got the talking powers. Go talk to these goblins.
You got it.
I have talking. Okay. Well, okay. So I'm gonna take these our special magical effect things and.
I also have this if we can hide again.
That might become useful.
I'll offer our magical treasure up and say, look, here is these magical mystical items from faraway lands that are one of a kind and priceless. So please
No,
take
it's from the
these
temple.
and it's from the temple. Is that what's supposed to be from the temple? From the
Faraway lands
Faraway-
from the temple.
faraway from us, 'cause we're not from here.
Right. Good save.
And please take these as a humble offering, and we humbly, respect your culture and your people, and it was very nice meeting you.
As
Bye.
primitive and dumb as it might be.
I didn't say that.
They're whispered behind you.
All right, so you're actually walking out with these items like held out, or like?
And yeah, no. So as I'm talking, I'm gonna like pull them out, and then I'm gonna cast, I don't know, light on my lard, and it's gonna glow
I wanted to
a
hear you say
magical
that, so-
color. And then I'll hold that up in one hand, and then the other thing, I forgot what the other thing is that you said we're giving them. Whatever your other nonsense thing was.
It's a vest with 100 pockets.
You're the best, and we're casting our things on them to make them look cool.
Yep.
Okay. Roll deception with advantage as you walk out here and have these items on magical display.
How do I turn advantage on again?
At the top of your character sheet, right above your initiative, it says advantage, normal, disadvantage.
You might have that. You can actually hide
Oh.
that. So
Oh,
you can just
can't?
roll
Okay.
twice if you want to just roll twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All the nearby goblins seem like they're kind of like, woo, making kind of interested noises, and appear to be reaching up greedily. To the point where you have their attention, at least these beginning guys at the moment. So if any of you in the back kind of want to do something right now, you can without being, as long as it's not too obvious.
Can I just sort of gauge the leader goblin to see if this is working, or if it looks like he's about to attack us, or what it looks like his situation is?
Sure, roll some insight with disadvantage because he's got a fucking giant mask on.
Oh, right. How about an 8? God damn it. I rolled 24.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's got just this gigantic, scary-looking. Looks like a giant insect mask, with, mandibles and shit, and you just can't quite
Yeah.
see. He's kind of twitching his head around and all that, but you can't. It's just completely covering his face. You want to do something?
I'm going to throw on my statue along with other stuff.
The nightmare statue.
This is just
The nightmare
Just
statue.
pile things onto the fire. One of the goblins, the goblins all kind of grab at it greedily, and then the leader kind of steps up a few steps and gestures, and one of them kind of brings one of the items over to him, and he takes it and kind of looks at it, and then just kind of sets it gingerly down. He doesn't throw it anything, but he sets it down kind of on the steps, and he looks up and points a finger, and he says, "Yaka see vision of treasure in that shrine. It is ancient. It is powerful. It is a big jar. You give it now for Iron God."
You got a jar right in front of you, friend.
I hold
Yeah.
up the jar of lard a little closer
Yeah.
to him.
That is the jar that we found inside.
Do not lie to Yaka, or we will kill this one. You see the other goblins kind of point their swords at Inette a little stronger.
We ain't lying. Open it up. See what happens.
He nods to the one of the goblins.
I elbow Theron like now's the time for some sensory
yeah.
effect.
So right now they have their attention on this jar. I guess it's Gillian's jar of lard they're opening up.
All right, I'm going to create a sensory effect that predicts the weather for the next 24 hours.
What does that mean?
Well, depending on the weather, it's either going to, as it says, a golden orb for clear skies, a cloud for rain.
Okay, so that'll like pop out of there.
Let's do it right above it.
Okay. They unscrew the jar, and a little cloud appears right above it, and little bits of kind of rain trickle down. All the goblins go, woo! And Yaka says, this can be good, yes! Come out! We search you just in case! And he kind of steps out and gestures for y'all to kind of come outside.
We got our own stuff that wasn't from that temple, friend. You don't get that.
You want your friend back alive!
We do. The friend for the treasure. That was the deal.
You come out now! Some of the goblins, at least these two right here, we'll say the top one, seem like enamored with the treasures that you've given them. And they appear to be like just kind of sitting there like playing with them and like looking them over like a child with a new toy.
I'm going to tell Gillian to tell them that they've angered the rain god of the temple. And that they need to accept the treasure of the temple, or else worse will happen than a little rain out of the jar.
Okay, I communicate to them. I say, so, friend, I have to tell you that we've seen what's inside this temple, and the rain god is he's displeased when people disrespect the gifts offered to them. And I forgot the rest of what you said, Reese. Something along those lines.
This is a game
You
of
disrespected
telephone.
him.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Hold on.
That's good
God is
enough.
speaking to me
Yeah.
more.
I'm receiving more information.
Hold on. You're risking making him very angry.
Roll deception again, and you guys in the back can choose to do something if you want. That's while she's doing this as well.
I'm going to, cast that again and do. Can I do like a faint thunder sound with that? Yeah, it says sensory effect. So
I think so.
assume
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'll do that.
while he does that thunder sound, I'm gonna cast dancing lights and like start them real dim and go real bright and then go back real dim and out again, so it looks like lightning to go with the thunder.
Yeah.
Okay. All those things combined cause all these goblins nearby to just suddenly like give out a little yelp and literally like fall backwards. Like they all just kind of, at least the ones nearest you, just seem to disperse and fall back. And even Yaka's like, ah! Not here. Ooptao is dead. No rain god. It must be demons sent to destroy the Iron God. And they are from another god. We must kill them then.
I'm gonna do Creators Destroy Water and make it rain.
Make it rain.
I'd like to make the dancing lights flash again.
Okay. Around this, like, kind of where Gillian is, or?
Kind of like more in the middle of them to keep freaking them out and pushing them backwards. Hopefully one of them will fall in the fire over there.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Yaka seems pretty pissed, but the rest of the goblins seem to be kind of backing off uneasily.
Yeah, I'll be making rain around the Yakuza.
Okay. Yeah, they appear to be backing off, and he's trying to like point the other goblins towards you all, but they appear to not want to be anywhere near you. So they kind of start backing off, and finally he sighs and says, "Ah, take her! We will sacrifice her to the Iron God!" And he walks over to grab Annette while there's a giant little localized storm right in the middle of all of you now.
Well, we can't let him do that. Did you say he's going to take her?
Yes.
Okay. I'll yell out, let's say, demon or god, this, whatever this rain entity was in this temple, if you don't respect them and the gifts that they give, you're going to bring down the wrath on you. Are you ready for the wrath to be brought down on you, Goblin King?
This is why we must appease our god, the only one that can protect us. The Iron God needs his treasure.
Give you treasure.
Give your Iron God the treasure from this rain god. That'll appease both of them.
Doesn't he just want your jar of ointment?
Maybe.
Just give him the jar of ointment.
No, it's my job.
Would we rather? But he thinks he's got the jar right now, and he's still gonna kill her.
Oh.
I think we're gonna have to fight him.
I don't have any other nature spells, alright?
Yeah.
It looks like they've backed off from you guys, but now they've already got kind of Annette surrendered, and now they seem to be like binding her up at the moment.
Where's the real jar?
I've got it.
George yells out, "Wait! We have the real jar."
All right, we're gonna waste all of our time, George.
George says, "But magic was too powerful for us, and we left it inside."
Are they paying more attention to Inette than us at this point?
Yeah, mainly because there's like a raging storm between you at the moment.
Oh, so maybe they didn't hear anything I said.
Yeah, I'd kind of like to sneak over into these bushes or whatever is right here.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
Just want to try. Yeah, that'll work.
All right, you are invisible.
I kind of want to sneak around to the other side.
Okay. There's enough of a distraction going on especially with the storm right here.
Yeah.
I don't notice you kind of vault over the giant foot and sprint off into the.
Mannix will yell at him. He'll say, listen, you've got the magic treasure, but we can't let you leave with our friend. So what's the cost? What'll it cost to get her back? You tell us.
Celeste, as you walk by, you feel a furry paw hand come out of the tent and kind of grab your ankle. And you look down sharply, like blade at the ready, and you see like one of the Tabaxi just kind of does like a series of hand gestures, which to you understand that they are lucid and awake and have been listening this whole time, and they've got like their weapons ready.
Okay, I'll gesture back.
They're basically trying to figure out like what's going on with your end.
I'll gesture back, saying, "I'm getting in position. Wait for my signal. You know what to do."
Okay.
I mean, do they really? They're Tabaxi.
Yeah, but they're kind of on the same level that I am.
Can they see me right now?
I would argue not at the moment. No.
Okay.
I mean, there's still that little. How long does your thing last?
Create or destroy water?
Yeah. Duration instantaneous. You create up to 10 gallons of clean water in the range in open container. The water falls, rain in a 30-foot cube. Well, it doesn't say how long it lasts. We'll just say that it's currently the rain is still falling at the moment.
I think Darren's going to transform into a bear and try to scare them off that way
Okay.
by just, I guess, growling very loudly from the temple.
Okay.
So is Annette in the door?
Yeah, she's basically in the doorway.
Okay, and they don't see the Tabaxi in there?
No.
Okay. I'm going to gesture to them that if any of the goblins try to take Annette, they're supposed to grab her and pull her back.
Okay. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you might surmise that she's in the doorway specifically as if she was protecting the Tabaxi, and perhaps they had only just reached lucidity. Like they had only just recently snapped out of their malady.
Darren's going to roar as loudly as possible.
Give me a roar.
Roar?
All right, so the rain is starting to let up, and all of a sudden, this giant bear roar emerges from the shrine. Give me a what do you think? Performance? What should be a good skill check here?
He's performing, but he's also intimidating. So yeah, I feel like
That's
either one
true.
of those
I would
could-
allow intimidation.
Either way.
Either way,
same difference.
how well you can do your bear roar.
Can use inspiration.
Yes, you can. What is that? A +0? Oh my!
That's better.
All right.
It is a +0.
You start to roar, get something caught in your throat, and you have to and then you give off a real meaty roar. And several of the goblins literally just yelp and scream and kind of rush back because they've seen a lot of creatures, but bears are not very common in the jungle. So even more of them seem to flee the general area of this thing. By now, two of them have basically grabbed a net, although they look uncertain and kind of look to Yaka, and Yaka's like, let's get out of here! As they grab...
Manic's sensing this is all going south very quickly. He's
Yeah.
going to yell at the remaining goblins in an attempt to, I guess, intimidate them or one final C-3PO Ewoks scenario. And say, it's too late for you, friends. You've angered the rain god now. Prepare to have the full wrath of his might brought down on you.
Okay. As you say that, they seem to... The two closest to Annette seem to grab her, but seem very uncertain and kind of look at each other, and then one of them even has a sword pointed at her and looks ready to strike. And at that moment, the Tabaxi, based on what Kalest told them, launched themselves out at the goblins.
At that point, well, no, they're supposed to pull her back.
Or sorry, pull her back. You're right. Yeah, they pull her back.
Yeah.
Well, one of them can pull her back, and the other one can basically come in with his sword up, I guess.
Yeah, as they're distracted. I'm coming up
At
right
this
behind him.
moment, Darren's going to run out, making as much commotion as possible,
Yeah.
but
It's
not
me, a bear.
not trying to attack them exactly.
Okay. All right, let me get some initiative.
All right.
But the goblins do look like they are fearful.
We spent a whole bunch of time putting the fear of God into them.
Yes, you
It
did.
better be.
Yeah, they're pretty goddamn scared.
I rolled a 10, by the way.
Oh, click on your person
Yeah, I
token, I
think
guess, and I'll replace it.
Yeah, change it myself, actually. I can change it myself.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, you can.
I mean, I rolled a 21. What?
Is that everybody? Is George? Yeah, George is here. Okay.
Are you rolling individual initiatives for each of these things?
I just have a lot of NPCs. All right, so yeah, the goblins look like they are very fearful. I will say that. But we are in initiative. So Gillian, you get the start. I guess you're still bear forms back here. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was charging out at them.
You were okay.
I can switch places with him.
Yeah, would you like there?
Yeah.
Well.
Wait, that's my break music. Sorry.
Break music.
No.
All right.
My bad.
The goblins just lazily saunter off into the jungle.
Get out their pipe weed.
Bye.
So is this Annette here? I can't see it.
Annette was there, and then she just got dragged back into the tent, and another Tabaxi took her place. You've seen them leap into action.
Okay.
These are the same Tabaxi hiding in a canoe?
Yes.
Yep.
The same Tabaxi you guys love so much.
We're not at all racist towards.
Pass.
No, not at all.
I guess I'm gonna move forward a little bit. And cast Thunder Wave,
Underway.
which is a 15-foot cube.
Picture for that, I don't remember.
I think we did at some point, but basically the idea is it's not really clear on if it has to be centered from me, but I would be trying to cast it forward.
I think just a corner has to touch you is what we determined.
Yeah, usually
That's what we did last time. Yeah. So then I guess I need to move forward one more to try to hit
Those
more of
three.
these guys. Yeah.
Yeah, you could hit those two goblins and the goblin that was talking to you. The bigger goblin. What do we got?
Nice.
Constitution save. Do the regular goblins. Top one is gonna fail. And the bottom one is going to succeed, but
They're goblins.
they're goblins. He was a particularly reedy goblin, and the just concussive force just blasts his bones apart.
I've got osteoporosis.
My bone.
He wasn't supposed to get thunder in them, I guess. That's what the doctor told
He
him.
just collapses into a puddle.
The big goblin also fails and takes 10 damage, and I believe he gets knocked backwards. Is that the thing?
10 feet.
10 feet. All right.
He goes, "Oh no, your bones," and faints backwards.
He gets
Not old brittle bones.
yeah.
You're my favorite goblin.
You destroy those two goblins and knock him backwards. Ah! She's a witch.
You were never going to withstand any sort of fight, old brittle bones.
My only weakness: any amount of blunt force trauma.
I'm matching Mr. Glass from a brick of luck.
Yeah.
Do stairs.
We'll say that River spent her turn grabbing Annette and making sure she was okay. And same with Annette, she was just being pulled backwards, and she's trying to get out of her bonds that the goblins were putting her in. Flask is going to come up with a sword and attack the nearest goblin. He gets to... Ooh. Is that a crit?
Wow.
Ooh.
And he will come up, and in this one... So this one motion, we were in initiative, but River pulls Annette back, and immediately before the goblins can react, the bigger, lankier brother Tabaxi just comes up with a sword and just stabs the goblin, like, right in the neck, and just comes out, and that goblin just chokes and dies.
Nice. I think it's the first time the Tabaxi have actually done anything this entire campaign.
And then he's going to whirl around and try to do it the same, but he misses his second attack.
Yeah, there. Now we're back to...
Yep. The goblins get to go next. Most of these goblins are going to run in fear, however, because they are not having it.
Run, goblins.
Yeah.
The rain god is upon you.
The rain god. Well, if this one goblin is... Let's see. He will... Oops, it's the... Okay, he's gonna just take... He doesn't actually want to get near Gillian, but he's gonna try to fire his bow at Gillian. Jeez, with a 22 attack.
That's... Yep.
For 7 damage.
Yikes.
Bye, Gillian.
Yep. You did good.
Thank goodness for that long rest.
This goblin with his sword will attempt to attack the Tabaxi ineffectually. This goblin is going to run, and pretty much all these goblins up here are just going to be backing off, honestly. They're pretty freaked out. Ah! Yaka, please! The gods have been angered!
Yaga? Who's that?
Yucca? Like the vegetable you eat?
Yaka is the big goblin everybody seems to be referring to him, including himself, as Yaka.
Part plant, part gangster.
That's right. George, are you with us?
Yeah, what's up?
It's your turn, sir.
George just saunters up. Sup?
It's my speed. 30, 5, 10, 15. Wait a minute. He looks backward at Theron. He looks forward at the bear. Looks backward at Theron again.
Theron's not there.
Wait a minute.
George goes insane.
That's 30 right there. Pulls out his long bow. He looks for a victim.
Scanning.
He picks this one right there. That's his victim.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
You have a lot of arrows. 216? Still fucking quiver.
I stocked
What's the weight of 216 arrows?
I stocked up at the last shot.
He's more arrow than turtle. 11 is not going to hit these goblins, however. They have the finest of natural goblin armors.
Hold on, let me learn how to use my dice again. Can you make no.
7.
What's my dice? Precision attack?
What's my dice?
Attack roll. Is that attack roll? Yes.
What are you... What are you asking? Oh, how to do your things, okay.
Yeah, I forgot. So it's a 1d8, I believe.
There you go.
I really want to hit him. Oh my gosh.
What, 12
It's
hit?
not gonna do it, no.
Oh, man.
Screw it. I don't care.
You got lucky, goblin.
He saunters off again.
Do you want my
I
saunter
don't
music?
think... yeah, that's not two-hit weapon fighting. Alright, I can't do anything.
Alright, the boss is going to say, "Ah, retreat!" And, he will pull out a, javelin and attempt
Stab
to
himself.
throw it at throw it at the. He's gonna throw it at the bear.
Ah!
Sails off.
Yep.
Although I don't think your AC is that good, but it does not hit.
It's not that good, but it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. That's like zombie bad.
I mean, it's an 11.
Yeah. All right. Under will just walk up and assess the situation. Everyone okay? Oh god, there's dead goblins out here.
Yep.
Theron.
Theron roars.
Seems pretty effective. The entire, like, most of the goblin force is just in retreat mode.
Theron gave them a chance.
We give him so many chances.
I'm gonna run here. Wait. How's it going? Never mind. I'll run here because the speed is 40.
Mm. Oh boy.
Yeah. Theron roars and bear. I gave you a chance. Now you're gonna die. But
Which in bear sounds specifically close to "Won't you stay for dinner?"
I have some honey. And he'll do a multi-attack on the
Got some goblins here.
Yucca.
It's Yaka, you asshole!
Oh my
Man!
What?
The bear was too busy roaring in a complex language.
I rolled a 5 both times.
Wow. Yep.
No, I rolled a 5 and a 3.
5 and a 3.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I gave you 2 chances.
That was a warning. And that was another warning.
But so help me.
Next
Next
one won't be a
Don't
warning.
let there be a 7th warning. That'll be the last. Kaless, how are you this low on the initiative chain?
I rolled 7. Just looking up my thing again for my super sneak attack.
I think you have to go before they do in the combat, don't you?
Yeah, but this guy
Or something.
technically didn't know I was behind him because I stealthed up behind him.
Avenge my misses.
Yeah, he is not aware of you. You were still in stealth behind him. He's been busy on the bear and the tabaxi in front of him.
Alright, so I'll attack him then with my sneak attack.
Well, technically, he's engaged anyway, so.
Stinky, stinky. Can I hit it to the
You guys
thing?
cannot hit goblins.
No. No. These are all warning shots.
Yeah.
We're just warning shots.
Now I really want to like use
See,
my inspiration just
Now
so I
that
can
Tabaxi's
reroll.
looking pretty good for stabbing that one in the neck, you guys can't hit a
Yeah.
fucking goblin. Unless it's with
Alright,
magic.
screw it. I'm gonna use my inspiration to reroll.
Burning inspiration on hitting goblins. I love it.
There we go.
Yeah, 21 will hit for sure.
That'll work.
All right, how would you like to destroy this goblin who was heretofore unaware of your presence?
Just rapier right through the back, out through the front.
Good thing you said rapier.
Max!
And then I'll just shake him off.
Yeah.
Or you can move if you want also, Cullis.
Yeah.
I will take aim at the goblin leader as the bear chases him away. See if I can shoot him in the back.
Steady it with your bow.
I need to label this light crossbow to a hand crossbow real quick. Because I no longer can use my light crossbow.
Oh no! It's too much crossbow for you now.
It's too much crossbow for my mangled
He needs
hand.
the Fisher Price brand crossbow.
Yeah, that's right.
My first crossbow.
Or it doesn't matter.
He's just trying to like put the one crossbow bag and just the other one just falls on the floor.
Ah, my hand hurts so bad.
Find Mannix just like crying silently.
I'm wondering if we could like fashion some kind of like a slit for your hand, like we'll
Just
get like
take
some
the
wood,
crossbow on
wrap
my
it around. Then it becomes like a club, so it's a new weapon.
That's all I got.
Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Gillian.
Like a little hook at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Gillian. How are people's health looking? Enemies' health looking?
All great.
You guys either don't hit the goblins or destroy them
Or
outright.
they
The big one
die.
did take a hit from your Thunderwave earlier, the boss. And he looks like he's pretty wounded from that.
Is that this one? Which one is he?
The one below him. The one that with the slightly different mask than the rest of the ones above.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's a game. Pick out the different goblins.
Yeah.
I will try to hit him with my crossbow.
The third of us
Been
who's
working well for y'all
tried.
so far.
A bear missed twice, I missed once, and you
Oh,
third.
man.
Wow.
You guys cannot hit goblins. I'm going to file this away in useful DM information.
Goblins. Their weakness, goblins.
Their weakness is goblins. Dice are not with them. I really wish I had more powerful creatures to throw at you with these rolls. River comes sprinting out. 10, 15, 20. To join the combat. Eager to prove herself. And we'll try to slash at that boss. 13 is not hit.
What?
Jeez,
13
wait.
is
Well,
not
I think
hit.
The boss maybe.
Inette is still getting out of her bonds. Flask will. He's actually, now it's getting kind of crowded. He's going to pull out his bow to shoot the other goblin above the boss one. He gets a hit off. He's been doing pretty stellar.
Is keeping the temple treasure really worth all this embarrassment
Yeah,
for us?
exactly.
It is pretty embarrassing. Alright, he will deal some damage to that other goblin. They still appear like they are like trying to flee in a way.
Yeah.
In a way.
We're doing our best to help them.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, these goblins will literally spend their entire turn just running. Let's see. 5,
Oh,
10,
run! Get off our lawn.
25, 30. And they can actually dash. They can run like a full 60 off in that direction. This one will attempt to run. Theron, you get a attack of opportunity.
Oh, yes.
And he took some damage from an arrow earlier, so he looks like he is like just the most pitiful, like limpy away run you've ever seen.
Even better. Do I do bite or claws?
Oh,
Doesn't
whichever you
matter.
want, boss. What suits your fancy? If a goblin were to run from you, which would you instinctively use? Either way, it's not gonna happen.
A threatening.
Alright. I rolled a 5. Can't get any worse than that. I rolled a 3. And then another 3.
Yep.
Surely I can roll a 5 next time.
George,
Surely.
the goblins have fled essentially. There is one left, which is their leader, presumably Yucca.
George runs after them, thrilled by the chase.
Wait, Theron says, don't make me give you another chance.
Do you want another one of these?
Ah!
They hurt, trust me.
Can I see that one right there?
Sure. You can. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you can definitely shoot your bow at him.
Son of a bitch.
Wow.
These
What is
rolls!
going on?
Oh my goodness.
Man, I'm gonna have to think back on this whenever I'm having a rough time of it and think this was the moment. Now, see, this is why you guys roleplayed so well, though, because literally these goblins would be tearing you guys
Yeah.
off if they weren't
Yeah,
fleeing.
Terrible.
they'd be in our faces. And this
Yep.
would be...
Alright, the leader will attempt to flee. He is actually going to take the disengage action, however.
I think you only get one of those per turn anyway. Because you use your reaction for an opportunity attack, don't you?
That's true, but River is also engaged with him, so.
Oh, okay.
15, 20, 25, 30. So he's only going to end up right there. And he'll be like, please, please, no, no attack, Yaka! He kind of looks at you all and says, and he actually like throws down his weapons. And he says, no, I surrender! Yaka surrenders!
Do you have any magic items?
Now's the time to kill him.
Yaka can take you to Iron God, yes?
What does the Iron God have?
Iron God is a sacred place. Everyone gives Iron God treasures. To curry the Iron God's favor.
I'm listening.
Theron roars. Let's do that.
Let's stop running.
Your giant dog killed me.
Stop running and we won't shoot you in the back like we've
Okay.
been trying to for
Not
10
running,
minutes.
not running. Even though you guys have not actually shot any of them. Thankfully, they are goblins and they are still afraid.
Yep, and he took one solid blow from Gillian, so
He did, yeah,
at least has...
He's mainly afraid of the
Some-
magic.
Yeah.
Gillian's blast has been pretty much the most effective thing. I think Gales killed one, and there was another one that took some damage. So
Alright, so have the rest completely fled?
the rest
at
have
this point?
fled like into the jungle. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'll tell Yucca to come back. Come on back.
Theron
won't
shakes
hurt
his
you.
paw at them.
Ah! Yes, Iron God not far.
Where is he at?
Oh, he's over here.
Oh, okay, I see.
In a tent?
Your Iron God is not far, and he's got treasure. Is that what you're telling us?
Yes.
I would like to roll an insight check to see if he's lying. Oh, actually, before I ask him that question, I remove his mask.
No, don't touch mask, please.
Well, then you remove it. I need to look at you in the eyes, Yaka.
What kind of treasure does your Iron God have? Gold? Silver? Copper?
We give. Everyone collects their own treasures and gives it to him. Gives it to the Iron God.
I'd like to roll an insight check to see if he's lying.
Okay. Yeah, you
And-
take the mask up and he just looks like a goblin. Got an ear for deceit.
So that's a 14.
Okay. He appears to be telling the truth about the Iron God in terms of everyone giving it offerings. I guess what else are you looking for?
Just make sure see if he's telling me the truth about what he's saying right now.
Okay, yeah.
That his Iron God is nearby and that he's got treasure that people give him.
Yes, both of those things appear to be true.
That's all I need to know. Is it going to be dangerous for us to go to your Iron God?
There we go.
Are there any dangers involved?
He hesitates and says, "Jungle always dangerous."
I mean, specific to your Iron God or his temple or wherever we're going.
Is it a trap?
Is it a trap?
Iron God is sacred place. The three tribes meet, and no one may shed blood there.
Okay, but if we waltz in and start taking their treasure, is that going to become a problem?
That would be a problem, yes. The
So
treasure
we
is
have to
meant for
fight.
Iron God, not for you.
So there might be more. There might be 2 other tribes of goblins there, perhaps.
Not goblins, no.
What then?
They are the Grungs and the Vegapygmies.
Vegapygmies? Like
Yes.
Vegemite? Okay. Do we want to fight Grungs and Vegemites for treasure?
What's that magical root called that is often like a living
Oh, isn't that Mandrake? Is that what it's
mandrake?
called? Yeah.
Bunch of mandrakes.
Yep.
You guys are already having like a psych profile for this thing that you don't even have the name for it. So, the mandrakes, eh? I know how to deal with those.
I eat them.
That's right.
Can you get us close? Do you know how? What are we talking about here? Is this a temple? Is this just an open area? What exactly? Describe the area for me.
Make it worth my while.
Yeah, convince me, Yucca.
Iron God stands in sacred clearing. The three tribes found it, and we worship it. It is a gift, a solemn power in the jungle. No temple, just cleared away, but this sacred place where we meet, and no one may fight.
Wait. What does your Iron God look like?
It is taller than you, and is made of metal and wood, and stands still as statue. Strong metal helmet.
Fuck. We're looking for something.
Would you like to switch to the map screen for a moment?
Yeah, but I feel like we're looking for a statue or a golem, aren't we? But Mannix pulls out his notebook and
That's
starts
right.
furiously flipping through pages. These would be quests. Where are the quests at? Actually, I don't see that.
Journal
Yeah,
active quests.
Journal. Okay, there we go. Vorn. Deactivated construct in the jungle. That sounds like a construct to me.
It is our god.
Jungles near the reverse ocean star. Yeah, okay. Mannix relays this to everyone that he's deduced that this goblin is probably worshipping this construct that we were sent to find by Wakanga, the merchant prince. Yeah. All right. Since we already told him we would do that, I think it's probably in our best interest to let this goblin take us to him.
Yeah, let's go defile some holy ground.
Let's do it.
That sounds great, man.
That sounds like a good time.
I'll get my kit.
Do we know where Azaka and the canoes are?
That's a good question. Annette may have seen. What does she have to say about Azaka or the canoes' whereabouts?
I don't
Can
know.
we ask him?
Ask the goblin, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. I guess the goblin would know, too.
Says, I woke up with these goblins here in the tent and swords in my faces. I didn't see Azaka or the canoes.
I didn't steal your canoes, I swear. It was the goblins.
An easy excuse, Annette.
You idiot.
We're checking your mattress just in case.
That's right. Are there any canoes?
We're turning this whole tent upside down.
Meanwhile, the goblin is like confusedly like just walking off.
Yeah, I guess I'm done. All right, yeah. Let's ask Yaka what happened to our friend and our boats.
Did you force her to steal our canoes?
It was her, wasn't it? A smile crosses his face and says, "We waited till night. Big lady fall asleep in canoe. We unmoor them and push them into river."
Great. Well, shit. Okay. So
They'll make it back to the port. It's okay.
Well, should we leave someone here to in case she comes back?
They're not coming back.
You don't think she's gonna come back with her
Dead to us
canoes?
now.
Exactly.
You might
Theron
not.
roars all this.
All right. Well. Oh yeah. Okay. You put it on the map. In that case, as we're leaving, Mannix is going to write a note.
With the goblin's blood.
Give me your blood, goblin.
Make it trail off at the end.
Just in case Azaka comes back to Camp Righteous, I'm going to write a note telling her that we're detailing the general direction that the goblin is taking us, and what where we're going and why we're going there, and that we'll come back.
Dearest Azaka,
Dearest Azaka, I hope this
it is with a heavy heart that I write you. I'm gonna need more goblin blood. Come here.
You write that down.
Oh please, need more goblin blood. Turn the
Please,
page over.
I'm very weak.
Hopefully there's no one pursuing us, that you're just telling them where we're going.
I mean, goblins, but I assume goblins can't read. Also,
Sure. Racist.
That's racist.
You can always ask.
can you read? Can your goblins read, Yucker?
No.
Yeah.
That's racist. No.
No.
But still.
Yeah, I'll write that note and just
Mannix and Yucca get into a debate
about
or a discussion.
what's racist towards goblins.
He hands you a pamphlet. Alright, yeah, he appears willing to take you all to Vorn if you'd like.
Okay. Let's.
Hey, can we set a chain across the river so she doesn't try to get past it?
Azaka?
Tie the note to the chain.
Do not.
About neck high from a canoe.
Oh no!
Just clothesline anybody.
We just find Azaka on the chain. Oh dear.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Alright, I think this
Take
is...
us to your god, goblin.
Yeah, I think this is a good time for a break. As you guys follow your super trustworthy goblin guide into the jungle.
Wait a second.
I don't like how you said that. What the hell?
Theron roars in warning.
Don't trust the goblin. In Bear, it sounds a lot like anything else.
Yep.
I'm making dinner tonight.
Tofu, anyone?
Alright, believe we are coming back.
Coming back.
So, you are leaving Camp Righteous and heading towards the Goblin's Iron God. And with him as your guide, he will lead you along the river for a while, since you don't have your canoes. And then you guys cross for the better part of a day. And then he waves you over to a place where you can, like, the river gets real narrow, and these high cliffs are kind of close together, and you see like a giant tree has been felled across the river. And he points to that as the method that his goblins can scurry back and forth across the river quite swiftly.
How long is this journey?
That you guys are from Camp Righteous?
From Camp Righteous to Vorn. Or how long has it been so far? More than an hour?
Oh yeah, it's more than an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're in reverse back to dwarf form.
Okay, yeah. Each of these hexes is 10 miles. It's like a day's journey. Yeah.
That's right.
And then you all enter the jungle proper, heading north west, as you can tell. What are your passive perception scores again?
16?
14?
31.
What?
47.
Some of these are lies.
I leveled up with the goblin pipe.
It's a pretty good level up.
You didn't know it, but I did.
14.
It's 14.
It's 14, okay. You guys are in the thick of the jungle. You've left the river behind you. And some of you notice some shapes up in the trees, kind of furtively, before you see things start happening, which is a kind of a violent croaking, chittering sounds, like as the trees start shaking around you, and Yucca says, "No!" And I need, let's see.
I'm gonna tell the Tabaxi to make sure the goblin doesn't run away. Like, it's her job to guard the goblin.
Okay.
And you need none of us to roll?
All of you
Initiative?
to roll initiative, actually.
Oh.
All of you.
Oh, they're just cute little Amazon frogs.
Cute little Amazon frogs. Yucca says, "Grung! Grung!
I thought you were friends with these people.
No!"
Oh, it was only around your god that you guys don't attack
Yes!
each other? No. Well, fuck. Okay.
Maybe they haven't seen us yet.
As they fall around us.
I'll stand perfectly still.
Why didn't he warn us about this happening?
Jungle's dangerous.
Why-
Yeah, so's the world.
Yep.
Politics is dangerous. What are you trying to say?
Goblin politics, very dangerous. There's some really high and really low initiative rolls.
Mm-hmm. I can never get above a 5.
This is going to be a surprise round, except for all of you with a perception of 14 or higher are not surprised.
Yes!
Which who does not have a
Made the cut.
perception of 14 or higher?
I don't know what my passive is.
That's right below your skills.
Yes.
Oh, mine's an 11.
Oh, okay.
I think that the Undrill and Net have below 14, but the Tabaxi are actually not surprised. They're alert. So the first Tabaxi. So you said that they had to hold on to the goblin, basically.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I want to make sure the goblin doesn't run away, basically.
All right. He will literally run up and with his action attempt to grapple the goblin. Then,
Okay.
which I think is just strength versus strength. Is that how it works? Athletics. It's not great.
I think I told both the backs to do that.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The goblin is worse.
Goblin is worse. Yeah. So Flask grabs a hold of the goblin and got it. Kind of got him in a nice little like what do you call it? The full Nelson. Gillian, what is your passive perception?
11.
All right, we are skipping Gillian, Annette, and Kaless and going to George, as you guys are surprised by these tree frogs.
Now, you call them tree frogs. Are they in the tree?
They are in the trees right now. Yeah, I can't do elevation on here, but we'll say
How
they are
high?
probably like 10 feet in the air.
Does that make them literal tree frogs or just tree frogs?
All right, tell me about this one right here in front of me.
Well,
Right
he
here.
likes long walks on the beach.
Okay.
His favorite movie is Titanic.
And you've got to be above 5'6", or he's not interested.
Bare minimum.
Well,
He's
how
But
tall
the
am I?
tallest frog is 4'10".
He's got a very
He likes
specific
them
type.
tall.
Yeah.
I don't like Titanic.
Deal breaker.
I don't think we
Swipe
would get along.
left.
And I'm 5'5".
And a half. What is he standing on?
A tree branch.
How thick is this tree branch? Can I stand on it?
Can you stand on it?
Yes.
You can certainly try.
But you gotta tell me how thick it is.
It's not huge, but it looks sturdy enough to hold a tree frog. They're probably like dwarf-sized.
Hey.
Dwarf-sized tree branch?
No, a dwarf-sized frog person.
Oh. So I should be able to stand on it.
Quite possibly.
Okay. 5, 10, 15. Oh, what do you know? Gloves of climbing. So 2025, I stand next to him on the tree branch.
Scamper up that tree.
Uh-huh.
That gives you +5 checks made to climb or swim, so you can still make a check to climb up there.
It says don't cost extra movement. Oh,
It's not going to cost you extra movement, but you can still make the skill check.
I see.
You are still scaling a tree.
All right, so +5 to whatever I roll.
Yep, give me an
0
athletics
times
check.
0.
All right, you climb that tree.
Okay. And then I hack at the frog. Boom.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
That frog did
That
not
was a
expect that.
series of rolls.
That's the turtle's mortal enemy.
The frogs.
His eyes just
We
go
are the
red.
true. We are the
Since
true
the beginning
amphibians.
of time.
All right,
Turtles in
you
the frog stage.
you run up this tree, climb up it, and just fucking shove that sword into the frog's face.
The tree frogs are always jealous of the turtle's ponds. The turtle's always jealous of the tree frog's trees. Neither one wanted to live in each other's habitats, but man, do they hate each other.
Cycle. You
he
destroy
dead?
that tree frog.
All right, take another step. The
We
last
don't
one
even
to move it.
technically know if the frogs were aggressive towards us. Just
Look.
the very first action of this combat, turtle running up a tree and beheading one.
Yep.
So,
Did you not just hear what Theron said?
oh, is he describing? Your...
That's canon
He's
now.
describing.
Okay.
George
I know,
is the highly suggestible type.
Everybody knows it now. But anyway, using my other hand on the other frog.
19 will hit. It's less impressive damage though.
It's all right.
Man, good thing these frogs aren't goblins.
Yeah, you can hit them.
Man, look at that, 25-19.
Let's push myself a little bit.
Good lord.
Ah!
I pushed too hard.
Push
Yeah,
hard.
you're winded from climbing up a tree.
Let me think.
The blood
Frogs.
rage has faded.
These frogs are probably not wearing armor. I'm feeling lucky.
Oh
Let's
dear.
make it a little more precise.
Wait,
there.
no, wait. You can't precise that. You critically failed. You can't add any more to that.
No, wow.
Fine. DM.
It's
This frog
it's in
gets
the
to
book.
live.
For now, he's just like sharpening his knife, staring at the
Waste your precision attack trying to boost that 6. That's awful. Yaka cannot escape Flask's grapple. Ah, it's frogs! Theron,
Uh-oh.
you have a 14 higher, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. God, a lot of you can't be surprised. This is quite a predicament. Very observant.
So I'll attack with my sling. Just 30, so...
Sling those frogs.
I'll sling the one to my left. The west.
He's a little different looking.
He is. He looks quite a bit bigger and is a yellow
Oh.
coloration. 12 does not hit that frog.
Alright.
That frog will respond by running through the treetops. 10.
Oh, wow.
Wait, where'd he go?
And then
He disappeared in the trees.
Oh no!
he will actually leap down and run into the middle. He'll run like right here,
Ah!
deftly. And then he will make a very disturbing, croaking, chittering noise. And each humanoid or beast that is within 15 feet of the Grung and able to hear it must succeed on a DC 12 Wisdom saving throw or be stunned.
Oh dear. Okay.
So I need everyone within 15 feet of the Grung. Which is everybody except Kaless and River. And George. Wisdom saving throw. You need a 12 or higher.
Holy crap.
Nice. You're all good about wisdom, too. Get that one. God, look at these ones. It is feast or famine up in here.
Boy!
What happens to me? I forgot.
You are stunned until the Grung's next turn. The end of the Grung's next turn.
Excellent.
Jeez.
Who else is that? Oh, Mannix made it. Theron is stunned. Oh, it's all my
I only had to roll a 5.
Alright, this is for Flask. He is stunned, so his
Oh my god!
his grip goes lax. The Goblin.
There's a chant from the forest. Grung. Grung.
Ah!
Grung.
The fucking Yaka makes the save. This is Undril.
Stupid Yakuza.
Undril makes a save. And Net Barely makes the save.
Wow.
All right. 3 of you are stunned from his creepy chittering sound. River is not stunned, and she notices Flask go limp on the goblin, so she runs up and attempts to grab the goblin.
It's like a game of hot potato.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, watch out! The Grungs! The yellow ones, they make the sound!
Yep. Clearly.
Yeah. Athletics. Alright, I'm gonna say that's good enough to grab Yaka. I'm not gonna worry about him rolling me back and forth. Undril is okay. She appears to not be able to de-stun you guys. So she's just gonna attempt to whack this goblin that ran up. Ineffectually.
Yep.
He has the goblin strength.
You know what? She's actually... This is a surprise round, and she didn't get to go anyway. Never mind.
Yeah.
You didn't see that. The Grungs... Other Grungs. The green Grungs... will all... Well, this one in the treetops, George, will attack you. Oh!
Wow.
Son bitch.
He's so pissed.
Payback.
Yeah.
Payback.
It really is a blood feud, isn't
Payback
it?
is a bitch.
What
Jesus Christ!
The fun thing here is they coat their weapons in poison, which means I roll that damage dice again.
Oh no! How you doing, George?
So he does 17 damage with the dagger.
Oh man!
God!
Oh, it's on. I was putting a frog
The
in this
blood
forest.
feud of turtles and frogs.
George,
You
Frog.
climbed up
New
that
goal
tree
in
and
life.
murdered his life mate. Or what was I doing with the...
Alright, guys. See ya. I'm on a green quest.
Some holy quest.
I'll find you later.
Murdered every
The
Grung in the
Grungs
world.
down here
Tie a
will,
red bandana around your forehead.
It's time.
fling a dagger.
They
at-
drew first blood.
I drew first blood.
Oh my gosh. Fling a dagger at Annette's, closest one to that one, and do 12
What?
damage. Annette staggers, and it looks like the poison just courses through her pretty nastily. She goes, oh! Almost
Goddamn.
completely falls over. This Grung will fire a dagger at Kaless. Misses that one.
Mm.
And this Grung gets out on a branch and fires at Gillian. 13 does hit Gillian.
Jesus.
13 damage.
Oh.
You guys know their daggers are just coated in this nasty, like, green poison.
Hmm.
Mannix.
We have angered a vengeful god.
That's right.
Quick, run the god con again. We have to scare them.
Where did the dagger that hit Annette come from? I didn't see that turtle or that frog.
Oh yeah, my dynamic lighting goes a little bit over. Let's see. Let's move that one back a little bit. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, there's a frog up in the trees over here.
Mags. Oh boy. Let's see.
Both Gillian and Annette and George all took some nasty fucking blasts.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm going to do as much damage as I might help other people to stay alive to do.
What?
It's time for
I'm
Mannix
going
to
to-
run away.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Into the trees.
We had a good run.
Mannix will pull out the ointment that he just got.
Oh, his precious ointment.
Slathers it all over.
he puts it on himself.
Yeah, this is preventative.
This is how, yeah. No, I'm going to apply it to Gillian.
Thank you.
I am the ointment monster.
That's at 2d8 plus 2. Let's see. Yeah. That's not great. Have 6 health points.
Hey, that is way better than where I was.
There you go.
And
Mark those doses on the character sheet too.
Oh yeah. It's got 3 left. As a bonus action. Yeah, okay, I still got my bonus action. So after that, oh Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna run down, slap some ointment on Gillian, say good luck, and I'm gonna run to the trees. 5. Oh shoot! I don't want to run. I don't want to run through that. Crap! There's frogs everywhere.
Those were the last words he said.
There's no room for my cowardice.
Where do I flee?
I will use. I was going to use the hide action, but instead I will use a dash.
I will
bonus
use
action.
the pee my pants action.
Those 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Where are my brown
30,
pants?
35, 40, 45. Oh, wait, this tree doesn't have an edge. Okay. 50. I'm gonna go behind this tree up here.
Lost in the jungle.
Mannix has never seen or heard him again.
He just rubbed that on Gillian
Hide
and
me,
just
Ferns!
sprinted into the jungle.
Who forgot to put the leash on me?
Yep. Yeah.
Can
He's really
I
the one who
like go
should've
behind
grappled.
this tree, or is this like
You can't hide anymore, you asshole.
Oh, fine.
It's
That's
a
good
good
enough.
way. You could try taking the stealth action now that you kind of ran way the hell over.
I used my bonus action to dash, and I used
yeah.
my action to put the ointment on Gillian. So I've used all my cowardice this turn.
Can I use my extra action to hide even further?
I used my last 5 feet of action to curl into the fetal position on the ground.
Don't hurt me.
You know what, Mannix? You can have a point of inspiration for all that
Rewarding his cowardice.
How does that make you feel, Mannix?
From the fetal position. I'll take it!
I feel so inspired right now. Oh, man. Flask is stunned. Gillian is stunned. Inette is almost dead. She will heal herself. For 10, I forgot to heal her up for spell slots. That's a pretty solid cure wounds. She will kind of duck towards the middle because, like Mannix, there's not really a good place to flee.
There's nowhere to hide, I checked.
No, you checked. Kaless.
Okay. So. Alright, so little green frogs haven't taken their turn in combat yet, right?
They absolutely have. They've been flinging daggers and nearly downed George, Gillian, and Inette.
Oh, okay.
It was a surprise round.
Yes.
Damn it, Annette got in my way. Move Annette up 5 feet. Make her go away.
Oh no.
Just shove her.
No, because that takes twice my movement. You went away.
I'm sorry. I almost died back there.
As I run past her, I just shove her out of the way.
Oh no.
That's 30. So, this is our little yellow frog friend, right?
That is your yellow frog friend. He was the one that
Alright.
was chittering loudly to make that stunning sound.
Oh, it was chittering loudly. That's called advantage, my friend. And a sneak attack because he's engaged with somebody else.
$22 will hit. Wow, for 18.
Mm-hmm.
You slice a good chunk of that grung, but it appears far larger and meatier than the other grungs. And that is not even massive damage.
So much meat.
Frog meat.
For my bonus action, I'll disengage then. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that with cunning action, right? That's good.
Here's a picture of the grungs.
Aww. They're poison dart frogs.
Yep.
Yeah, I can disengage. So as my bonus action, I'll disengage then.
Okay.
Wait, do they coat their weapons in their own?
Ah.
Maybe.
Alright. Clear.
George. How you doing,
I
George?
coat my own weapons, my own secretions too. So
It's slightly less effective,
Every day.
but no less gross.
I'm gonna use my bonus action first.
This grung just stares you down.
Wait, what? Oh. Oh, what's my level? 3. So 1d10 plus 3. 12.
Nice.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Reinvigorated. George looks at this stupid ass frog. Says,
I'm gonna kill you, frog.
I will kill you. I will kill your brother.
and all your trees.
Oh shit, hold on. Hold on.
13 will hit.
Hold on. Oh.
I mean, I could hold, but 6 is you like slice that frog real deep, and it is just barely like. It's making some awful noises, and it's just bleeding profusely. Still standing, however.
Oh, in case you're wondering, 41 has died.
What?
George Herbert Walker Bush.
Really?
Oh, really?
Wow.
Oh.
Oh.
Way to depress us all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we gave it a minute.
Okay.
Yep.
No, we didn't.
Not a full minute, but you know.
Symbolic minute.
That's right.
It was minute adjacent.
Alright, well, there's nothing I can do to reduce my damage, so he gets to live another round.
Don't you have another? Oh, you used a bonus action for a second one.
I used it for a second win.
Gotcha. Okay. Yaka is. I think River actually grappled him. Yeah. So he's not doing anything right now. Theron is stunned. The Grung.
Dun, dun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Grung is going to walk up to the grappled goblin, and what is? Let's see. What does grapple do exactly? Is there any kind of advantage there, or is it just?
I think grapple.
I think it's just
movement.
movement is 0. Yeah, I think so too. All right. The goblin or the Grung will take a dagger out and stab the goblin.
Oh. Weren't holding him for you to attack.
Ooh, but misses terribly.
Yeah.
It chitters.
He's an elite warrior.
Mm-hmm. I found that's a new setting Roll20 added. Now you can uncheck show name in the box. That's a new thing
Oh,
they added.
you can do
so
that.
now you
Oh,
can hide
okay.
it. Yeah, I'd like to think that's because of us.
They listen.
That's right. River is the one grappling him. Undril will look at Gillian. Everyone's gonna heal Gillian.
She got hit hard.
She get hit hard. It's no joke. She will need to walk over to actually use Cure Wounds, which the Grung will get an attack of opportunity when she does that. She'll cast at level 2. Heal you for 9, I think. It adds both of those. That was
Excellent.
terrible for level 2.
Oh yeah.
The Grung will, however, get an attack off on Undril as she walks over to do that. 13 does hit Undril.
Wow. Jesus,
10
she took more damage than she healed.
Yeah. She's gasps as the Grung like stabs her side, but she still reaches out her hands and heals you, Gillian. Says, "We must prevail." Oh. The Grungs. Oh, you guys didn't take any Grungs out.
Nope.
This is gonna be painful. Let's do our George combat. Let's see if that Grung get another crit off. Oh, no, but I did get 22. George.
Yes.
It's Grung. 10 damage. No, 9 damage. Sorry,
10.
I can't do math.
9.
9.
He's Louise.
Forgot about this
Uh-oh.
move.
Want to reduce the damage number. All right. Reduce the damage by the number you roll on your superior die plus your dex modifier. What is yours? A 1d8?
8. So
All right.
damage.
Nice. Pretty effective.
George licks his lips.
Yeah. And now that the Grung went, by the way, Theron and Flask are none of you guys that were stunned are no longer stunned.
Oh, right.
Alright.
Yeah. Alright, the Grungs will leap down and run at you all with their daggers drawn.
Frogmen.
Yep. We'll do one against River. 18 is gonna hit.
Dear Lord, these fucking frogs.
14, yeah. The bottom one will attack Gillian. Gillian always ends up getting damage. A miss.
That one missed.
Oh my god.
Top one will attack in net. Oh no.
Jesus. Spent all that time saving her from goblins, and now she's gonna be murdered by the fucking frogmen.
Yeah. Oh! She just healed herself before too. That's pretty much all she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
That one slices into her, and she's just kind of catapults backward again, just like barely hanging on. Manix is off having separate jungle adventures now. He comes
hiding-
running back through the jungle with a horde of dinosaurs after him.
I've come to save us all.
Oh no!
Now run. I am attempting to hide in these ferns. I'd like to use my bonus action to attempt to hide.
Go for it.
He becomes a fern.
Where's my...
You are a fern now.
Will a 13 allow me to hide in the bushes?
Let's see. What is their passive perception? Yes, it will.
All right.
While they're in combat, they are not currently looking in your direction, so yes.
What is my hand crossbow range? I didn't change that from light crossbow, so I don't know what the hand crossbow range is. For the time being, I would say it's the same. I would like to take a shot at the Grung that is next to Annette down there.
Okay.
With advantage from stealth. Holy
That's our
fuck.
medics.
Can I use my inspiration?
You
I feel like
sure
that-
can,
like
boss.
I just
You sure can. You give it your best shot.
three tries. Like, oh,
That's just not quite gonna cut the mustard.
Jesus! All right, I go back into my fern. This fern,
I go
this
back
fern is
to my
home.
fern.
He's become one with the fern.
Oh man. Flask was stunned. Now River's the one grappling the goblin, so Flask will he's gonna run up and help Annette and attack this Grung. There you go.
Yeah.
4 damage. Wow. 6, so 10 damage against that frog. That frog looks very heavily wounded as
Nice.
the cat goes ape on him. Gillian,
Oh, do I get to do something
your
now?
health bar has been bouncing around without your consent. You have an adorable frog in your face.
I. Oh gosh. Okay. I will just attack this frog with my rapier.
Okay. 21 will hit.
Hey.
Skewer its supple, soft skin.
Gonna make boots out of you.
Frog boots. Everybody likes frog boots.
They're gonna give me the ability
they're
to
squishy.
jump better.
Yep, yeah, exactly. You take a good chunk out of that frog and it kind of reels backwards. Annette will once again have to spend the turn healing herself. Back from the brink of death.
Nice.
I'm sorry. These things. I can't take it.
Just as long as you live, you're doing fine.
Kaless.
Okay.
Does expend all her spell
Back
slots.
in. Stabby, stabby.
Twenty will hit. Once again, this big yellow guy looks much meatier, but you are doing some damage to him. Or
Alright,
her. You're not
and then in
quite-
that case, then for my bonus action, I'll just do my offhand dagger.
Frogs can switch.
Can they?
I don't know.
Which we still need to create one of these without my proficiency
Oh,
bonus,
yeah.
but
We just minus your damage on this one. Boy, some good attacks. So that's 2.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, I think the offhand is just without the bonus if you don't have the 2-weapon fighting thing.
Okay.
George, how goes your blood feud?
Oh, I will win this one. He slashed it out again. Son of a bitch.
11! Not gonna do it, George!
I know, I know.
You could
It's
use.
a
There
roll
you
of
go,
dice.
yeah. Just locked in a death match up in these trees. An 18, however, will definitely hit that frog.
Yeah.
8
All right.
damage.
How would you like to end this frog?
Slowly.
Oh God.
I keep him
Slowly
alive for the
puts his
next
arm-
week.
You just got some. Just use your imagination.
All right,
I have to keep going.
yeah,
Um,
you slide us around and cut him, and he leaps forward and tries to hit you, and you impale him on your sword, and then you just let him fall off all the way down from the tree.
Mm-hmm. Then I jump down onto him to brace my fall.
He squishes so hard.
Can you remind me? Would I take fall damage going 10 feet?
If you want to jump, you would. Otherwise, you can just climb down, but just for that movement. But it doesn't cost you
yeah,
extra
right.
movement, so it would just take you.
So 5.
Just that one square would take you double.
What's my health? 19. I need to jump. I'm just gonna jump.
Needs to jump.
Everybody, jump, jump.
How much?
jump.
How much damage? You go 10 feet.
1d6.
Can I roll like athletics or something?
Yeah, you can roll athletics. Try to like tuck and roll.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you can do a fancy little tuck and roll maneuver.
Oh, sweet. 5,
Spin around in your shell.
20, 25. And he just runs up to this other frog and just... Son of a bitch.
Every time you try to do your big
Misses.
movement thing, your offhand gets a little fucked up, or
Yeah.
Yep, I just missed.
just a little too much.
Alright. Swish. That's it. That was it.
All right. Yaka is currently held by River, so we go to Theron.
Right here.
Phalanx formation.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Wow.
No staff bonking for you.
Okay.
I accept
This fight isn't going much better than the goblin fight. But these things are sticking around.
Right, I forgot he can actually recharge his ability, but I have to roll. It's a recharge 6, so what do I roll? Just a 1d6 and he gets it back on a 6, I think?
Yeah.
Nope. Alright, instead he will turn around and try to stab Celeste, because that's the one that's been stabbing him.
Wait, stab me! Not
Oh God.
Boy,
Well,
these
still.
rolls.
stab me!
Celeste! How does 10 damage do for you?
Eh,
River is grappling the Gabo. We go to Undril, who is going to heal herself now. A lot of healing going on. Let's do it just at level 1. Points. Okay. And then the frogs. Still have quite a few frogs left.
There are a lot of frogs left.
Yeah. This one is. Let's see. The one on the right will attempt to attack Flask. Does hit him. 10 damage. The one on the bottom will continue to parlay with Gillian. Another miss.
Get closer.
Gillian's a real tank in this party. And then this frog will move in and try to attack the goblin. See that the frogs do not like the goblins, but misses. Mannix.
But they are blinded by their hatred.
A little bit.
Now that everyone's fighting them, Mannix thinks it's safe to return to combat. He will use his bonus action to dash. He will come up to here, get advantage on this Grung.
Screaming out of the fern.
Ah!
The man.
And he will pull out his machete.
A beard. A machete.
Does a 13 hit?
13 will hit.
God damn.
Mannix says under his
For
breath.
9 damage?
Mannix, how would you like to charge out of that fern and kill this frog?
I imagine man just runs out screaming with a machete over. Ah! And the frog turns.
It's the most
and looks at him.
ungraceful. Yeah. You trip on something and just fall forward and
Just come
stab.
down.
Yeah, the frog is like trying to dodge it, and you look up and your just machete's like through its head,
Yep,
and it's as surprised as you are.
yep. Alright, and that was 40. 5, 10, 15, 20. Good luck!
I'll come back to assist from another fern, from another place, and another time. Alright, Flask will continue his reign of terror on this frog. Effectually. More effectually. For 7 damage. Flask will actually run up and kill this frog.
Nice.
Wordlessly. Gillian. I guess I should have been. I didn't realize you guys had the. I've got a lot of duplicate initiatives we never actually.
Oh,
fixed,
yeah.
but none of us seem to care.
Roll
I
the
literally
frogs.
just now noticed that. Yeah. Cat undrill the grung. Wow, we have 3 different ones. I just never caught any of them. Oh well. I had a rule in place, which was the dex modifier, and I add that, but.
Oh, yeah.
Who are all who are all these people up here?
Gillian
Surrounding-
just
Who are
snaps
you?
out of daydreaming. Who are you people? Where are we?
The cats are allies.
Look,
Yeah.
I wasn't able to go for like 2 turns. And I was just focused on the frog by me.
You need the dramatis
He's dead
persona.
now. Everybody but the frogs are our friends.
There you go. That's concise.
Okay, I got that. Then okay. Well, I will. Oh gosh, I'm running low on bows, so I guess I'm gonna move up this direction and attack this frog.
Heck yeah, 22.
Sure will.
Slice that frog up. You cut into its flesh. It's soft frog flesh. I don't know how to describe frogs. It's so soft. Actually, it's the opposite of soft. It's
It's
probably like
very-
rough and wet. It's very damp.
It's very uncomfortable. The more
It's
you describe it,
uncomfortable.
the more uncomfortable we all
I'm
get.
probably gonna stop.
Start using the word moist. Everyone loves that word.
It's a gross word, isn't it?
What is wrong with that word?
I don't know, but people seem to have an aversion
it
to
sounds
it.
weird.
Potatoes. There.
That is going to
That's
run
a
over
weird
here.
word.
Kaless. Potatoes.
You ever think about how weird the word potatoes is?
There, we're
Pretty
in the middle of
weird.
in the middle of fighting. We can't have this. Talk about this later.
Can I push the goblin out of the way and take his spot?
He's being grappled right now, I
He is,
think.
yeah, he's currently being grappled by the other Tabaxi River.
Can I
You
push
still-
them
you
both
still-
out of the way and take that spot?
You still have advantage on the other Grung with Gillian, don't you?
Yeah, but I've been beating up on this
Oh,
yellow
you're trying.
one the whole time.
Oh, I see. You're trying to get in position for that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well. Yeah, fine. I'll attack the green one.
21 will hit. Alright, how would you like to kill that green one?
Right in half or something.
Right in half. With a rapier, it's pretty hard to do. You spend a long time poking various
Just
holes.
serrating the.
Yes, a perforated
Like a
edge
punch-out
on
card?
its front.
Bonus, I'll just use my offhand for the other guy.
Wow. These rolls are getting better.
Yeah.
One.
One.
Poke him.
George.
George sees the leader and runs. 30. Oops, I got my character sheet. It says, I will kill you all.
What is your alignment, George?
It's slowly shifting
Lawful barbarians.
as we encounter more frogs.
It doesn't apply to the frogs.
His
Oh.
alignment is blood feud.
What the hell, man?
Wow.
George, your blood feud is not doing good for the rolls, man.
You're being blinded by your rage.
He is literally
I mean by my
blinded by
rage.
rage. That's hilarious.
Alright, where? Gee, I have to get a 6, 7, or 8. I can do it. I can do this. My last spear die.
Wow.
Damn it.
Oh, one.
Alright, well he misses. But he uses his other hand.
Oh, other hand finds
There
purchase.
you go.
For 7.
7, solid. Solid. This frog is taking some hits. Skipping Yaka and going to Theron.
Yes. Time to bonk him to death.
Alright,
Yes.
Get bonked to death.
Finally.
Get bonked, fucker.
Well, I don't know if it counts with the goblin being grappled and all, but still, I rolled a 19 at first.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, he's probably not an
Probably
ally.
not threatening, yeah. Alright,
Yes.
chipping away, yeah, chipping away. That Grung is still standing, though.
Newsflash: a quarterstaff isn't that great of a weapon. It's no bear.
It's no
Alright,
bear.
let's see if he
Two
gets
things are.
his ability back. He does not. He will turn to George and attempt to
Continue the blood
stab
feud.
George. Yeah, does not look like he's ready to back off.
Come
It
on.
also doesn't seem like he speaks a language you understand. He's just making croaking sounds.
Just frog noises.
Now, I have a question.
Just
Do the
frog
frogs
noises.
acknowledge this blood feud, or is that just...
Is that just in George's head?
You're not quite
hard
sure
to
of the
say.
cultural significance to all this.
the subtleties of the croaks?
Yeah. I don't think 14 hits are tanky.
17.
Turtle friend. All right. River's still grappling. Undril looks around and says, "Does anyone need healing? Anyone
Heal
okay?
heal the frog.
I'm not going to heal the frog.
I want him to suffer.
I just messed up.
Yeah.
I need him to last longer in this fight so I can destroy him.
Every morning I heal him to full.
Jesus Christ, man.
And then start the day's work.
She will cast Sacred Flame on
The party just gets real
Yeah.
real uncomfortable. He has to roll a dex. Oh god, he's actually pretty good at that. But he rolled really badly.
Wow.
He's
Yeah,
gonna take
3.
all 5 of that damage. You guys have done 5 or less damage with the last like 4 attacks, I think. The regular Grungs are dead, so we go to Mannix. And this boss Grung does look like he is really like and just blood pouring out. It looks looking at death's
All right,
door.
well, since I can't get advantage anyway, I'm just going to move into crossbow range.
You could barely see him, he's just surrounded by everyone else.
Yeah, he's... but
Barely see him, barely knock a crossbow.
Yep. Oh, I have advantage, but I didn't mean to, so that's a 5. So...
It's miss, boss.
Yep. Back into the ferns with me. Good luck, guys.
Alright, Flask will run up.
I'm a fern person now.
That's right.
God damn, this dude has quietly been getting fucking work done. He's got multi attack. That one will hit for 7. Roll 20 to catch up. Waiting for roll 20. There we go. Wow. Alright. Flask just runs up and fucking stabs this guy twice with just a sword, just chink, chink, and the frog just falls down. And River grins as, "Good job, brother! He and Flask have taken down many a frogman. The Grungs are no match for us."
You guys
George,
did
the
good.
frog a potion.
No, the frog is dead.
No. Don't do it, George. Don't become like them.
How? Do we know they were evil too?
Oh, no, we haven't.
Grungs, they are not nice.
Yeah.
They do not speak the common tongue. They use their poisons to take down prey.
Clearly, they almost took down like 3 of us.
Just out of curiosity, what does resistance give you? Half off?
Half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would have been useful here.
Would have been useful. If only one of us had resistance to poison. If only.
If.
Wait, do you have that?
I do!
Nice. I don't think you ever got hit though, did you?
I didn't. I was never attacked.
Oh, good to know.
But
Put you in the
I only
front line
hit-
against the Grungs.
Yeah, I only had like 1 successful attack anyway, so there's not much point to attacking me.
I'm the least threatening.
Don't worry, Darren. There's more of them out there.
I'm a little worried about you now.
Yeah. George's mental state is deteriorating quickly.
Yeah, you guys
Celeste
pretty much.
is an assassin, but even she has her limits.
At this point, you
No,
guys camp for the night, but it is a jungle encampment, which means it is a short rest city.
I'd like to ask Yaka if he knew that was going to happen. Like, did you just lead us into a trap, Mr. Goblin?
Yaka looks offended at that. Did you see them trying to stab me?
Then
I mean,
Grungs
yeah.
and goblins have been fighting each other forever. You're probably trying to take the treasure, just like we tried to take the treasure.
Can I roll an insight check on this
Sure.
statement?
before that, they're just gonna. So you're just stupid then.
Yeah, those are your options.
You think that this is probably the case. You don't think he led them into a trap, based on what you saw, how the Grungs reacted, and how the Goblin reacted. The Goblin did seem legitimately freaked out that the Grungs attacked,
Mm-hmm.
and the Grungs did seem like they were trying to kill the Goblin as well as all of you. So there's
Okay.
definitely no like alliances there.
But I saw you, Mr. Goblin. You would have run away from us if we hadn't put these catmen on you.
I didn't want to die.
I'll tell the Tabaxi that they did a good job and that this is now their permanent job for the time being. To keep an eye on the Goblin to make sure he doesn't get away.
Say with pleasure. We detest goblins.
Hear that, Goblin? The cats are watching you.
Ah, stupid cats.
Hey, you
Goblins
tend to get
also
in the
hate
way, they get to eat.
All right, so yeah, with that, you guys can short rest for the evening. If you want to roll any hit dice or get any of your short rest stuff back, that will occur.
Is Gillian gonna play her little song?
Yeah, thanks. I
Play
am.
the song.
My
Every night we gather around and start chanting, "Play the song! Play the song!"
The song.
She thinks we enjoy the
I
bagpipes.
love that beat so much. I can't go to sleep without the dulcet tones. Bagpipes blaring.
It's like a song of rage for us that we just can't live without.
Yeah, it gets me so pumped.
I can't go to sleep without feeling the rage.
Heather, you gotta roll extra 1d6.
I don't need it.
my
Well,
hit dice is a D6, right? Oh boy.
Sure.
I'll take your extra d6. Maybe that'll be better.
Is it a D6 or?
Your hit dice should be that plus your con modifier.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, which is 2. So it's a total of 6. Like it's 1
Yep.
plus 2 and then the 3. Okay, excellent.
All right, I think that is a good stopping point for tonight's session. You guys have made it a day out of Camp Righteous on your way towards the Iron God.
It almost died.
Almost died. Which frogs. Thank you to
Dude,
Chris,
what the
Heather,
fucking
Rochelle,
frogs.
Raymond, and Reese for playing. Thank you to everyone for watching. Go to roguewatson.com for recaps, patreon.com/roguewatson if you'd like to support my channel. We're live streaming our D&D adventures every week, and we will see you next time. More Turtle and Frog Blood Feuds.
oh, so you're saying there'll be frog next time?
So many
Sure.
frogs.
Sharpen my blades. Coat it in their poison.
Yeah,
Those are-
harvest some frog poison.
That was their ultimate leader. You've ended the feud for all time.
That's right. The frog line will die with him.
Well, let's make it happen faster.
Or her. We still don't know.
Yeah.
Check the genitalia.